All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chuck Williams, and I have the absolute privilege tonight to be presenting and hosting tonight's call for the Cepeda team. These are some pictures of yours truly. I had my own transformation, and that's what the product is. It's going to be about tonight. It's the product and the transformation of lives. The picture on the far left is a little before I got started with Isagenix. I'd actually lost a little of that big belly before I got involved in Isagenix, but the last 23 pounds I released were solely due to Isagenix products. I did not exercise anymore. I did not diet. I felt full and satisfied the entire time I was going through the process, but I released 23 pounds and got down to my high school football playing weight. Felt great, had energy, and in my mid-50s, really felt like I was in my mid-25s again, which I don't know if you can put a price tag on that. I had the craving for good nutrition for the first time, I think, ever. And I had the craving for exercise for the first time since college and high school and college when I was an athlete. I just wanted to exercise because my body was getting good nutrition. And so I joined the gym and started working out and have literally transformed my body back to what it was in my mid-20s. It's absolutely amazing what's happened with these Isagenix products. But I'm just the host of tonight's call, but I did want to let you know I'm also a product of the product. We're going to start out by just going over this integrity. And Kathy Coover is the co-founder of the company. I've actually reached out to her and see if she'll be on one of these Monday night calls, and she said she would. We're just arranging schedules now, and I'll let you know when that's going to happen. But we'll actually have Kathy Coover as our guest in a coming week, hopefully sometime in June. But the statements in this presentation have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Isagenix products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. That next paragraph is all about the weight loss. Many of your testimonies tonight won't even be about weight loss. There's many other factors to Isagenix besides just weight loss. It's definitely not a diet program. But one of the nice things that happens when you put good nutrition in your body is your body will release fat and you will lose the fat. You'll replace it with lean muscle. Pretty awesome. But results vary from person to person. That last paragraph talks about the compensation plan. That's more of an issue on our Wednesday night calls when we go into the business aspect of Isagenix. But even tonight at the end of our call, I will be talking to you about how you can get your products paid for. And so we do want to put that disclaimer up there. You can read it. It basically just says that there are no guarantees. To earn money in this, you have to do work. Now, the work's simple. You simply refer other people, but that's what we do here in Isagenix. So we have some incredible stories tonight. These four ladies are going to go first, and then we're going to wrap it up with Allison, Choi out in California. But I want to start with Pam Benjamin. She's a manager on the team, and if you're a guest, you may not know what a manager, crystal manager, all those titles are. It just means she's good at helping other people. And so she's out of Chicago, Illinois. I'm going to let her tell her own story. But Pam, we're super excited to have you on the call tonight. Go ahead and unmute yourself and tell us your story, please.
Thanks, Chuck. I'm Pam Benjamin, as Chuck said, and my training is as a commercial interior designer, but I'm no longer practicing. And when Chuck shared Isagenix with me, I kind of was approaching it as a skeptic. I didn't say it to him at the time, but I was thinking in the back of my mind, great, I'm really glad it was successful for you. But there's no way it's going to work for me because I had already gained 20 pounds 8 years prior. And all of the techniques that I had in my little toolbox that had always worked for me in the years gone by weren't working for me anymore. My body had betrayed me. My thyroid had gotten lazy, and I was just relegating myself to being fluffy till the end of my days. But I decided to give it a go, and the science of Isagenix came through for me, just like it does for everybody. And within a very short period of time, I had dropped the 20 pounds, and I had also dropped 18 inches in girth. My favorite product because of this is the Isoline shakes. Because let's face it, if it doesn't taste good, you're not going to stick with it. Well, the Isoline shakes are wonderful. Does anybody remember the little 4 or 6 pack of little metal cans you could get at the grocery store years ago for losing a few pounds? It was weight loss shakes that tasted absolutely nasty. I always thought that was the price you had to pay to lose a few pounds, but it's just not the case with Isagenix. And they have a nice variety of flavors that you can blend in very different ways to create new tastes. I know throwing in some peanut butter powder in the chocolate shake gives you a really awesome Reese's peanut butter cup flavor if you want to try that. And just tonight I made peach mango mixed with strawberry. And my husband and I are always scraping out the insides of our glasses and fighting over who gets to clean out the blender. So yeah, it really tastes good. So that made all the difference for me being able to stick with the program. Now, there may be a lot of people out there that, like me, at the very beginning, I was also asking, but is it good for you? Well, yes, it is good for you. And as far as I can tell, Isagenix products have the most nutrient-dense products on the planet. And my numbers actually speak for themselves, because I just had blood work done just this past Friday. And since I started with the Isagenix program, my cholesterol has dropped 36 points. My LDL has dropped 27 points. My HDL has remained the same, which is totally unusual, because usually when your LDL drops, it usually drags your HDL down a bit with it. My triglycerides are excellent. They are down 43 points. So yes, it's very healthy for you. And I'm back to saying what I used to say to my friends before I gained all that weight. And that is, when I die, I want to be moving so fast that I leave skid marks. So Isagenix is making it happen.
Pam, we appreciate you sharing. I love that story about you just assumed you were going to be fluffy the rest of your life, and now you're not. The amount of dress size you lost was amazing. We're now going to go to New York, where we got Crystal Manager Liz Liggon on the line. Liz, you've got another incredible story. Please unmute yourself and share your story.
Why, thank you, Chuck, and good evening, everyone. Yes, my name is Liz Liggon, and my practice, I train people. I'm a fitness instructor, and I train people, I would say, from the age of 18 to all the way to 62. And I have them practice fitness, functional fitness, I would say, where I really help them out with their endurance, their balance, their strength, their agility, and their cardio. But needless to say, myself as an individual, I'm in my late 50s. I was putting a lot of wear and tear on my body with training people, and also, trying to get my regular regimen in with fitness and eating properly, until I was blessed receiving a phone call from my son, Kevin Wortham. He's the one that enrolled me, and that was a true blessing. That was last August. He said, "Mom, listen, we got to get serious. You're putting a lot of wear and tear on your body. You're doing some crazy workouts. And Isagenix would be an awesome vehicle for you, Dad, and your clients." So I said, you know what? Want to give it a try. I tried it, and I'll tell you, I sleep like a baby. My energy level is amazing. I can keep up with my grandchildren. And I tell you one thing, if I had it in the beginning, when I did my 26 half marathons and my full New York City marathon, I probably would still be doing the marathon still today. I'm thinking about actually trying one late fall, because I know my body is ready. And I just love sharing it with my team, and I love sharing it with my clients and my family, and it's a true blessing. I'm very gifted in receiving this product to my life. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Liz. Everyone appreciates you sharing tonight. Awesome story. We're now going to shift gears and go back to New York again, where we've got Sheila Darling waiting to share her story. I just want to tell you, Sheila's fairly new. She's a consultant. The last two speakers were what we call managers. But for those of you that know anything about this as a business, Sheila has only got involved since April 4th. And if I count it correctly, she's already enrolled 13 new customers. So this lady doesn't realize the base she's establishing, but when you hear her product story and you realize this is a future superstar you're hearing from right now. So Sheila, we'd love to hear your story. Take it away.
Hi, Chuck. Thank you. That was very sweet of you. Well, I am a therapist in private practice in upstate New York, and I have been working with women. My tagline kind of is helping women get their SHIT together. And I noticed that women are just not taking care of themselves. Everything is about everyone else in their family, at work. And about 4 years ago, I was working with a young lady, and she had started in another company. And I joined her in that. And I spent the last 4 years trying to take off the same 20 pounds. Exercising, meal prepping, grocery shopping, doing all of those things, learning about nutrition, and really coaching people. And I did move pretty far up in that company. And my upline, if that's what we call them here in Isagenix, is Shirley, and she's amazing. And she asked me if I wanted to hear about Isagenix, and I said, sure. So we met for coffee, and I didn't even have to look at the label. I know Shirley, I trust Shirley, and that is what got me to try it. So I ordered, I did not order a whole pack. I ordered a shorter pack, a 9-day, I think it was, Chuck. And it was amazing. It was amazing. It was 8 shake days and 2 or 4 cleanse days, and I just lost like quickly. And I was sleeping, and I wasn't meal prepping for hours on Sundays, and I was spending less money on my groceries. It was just amazing. So of course I ran out of that, and it wasn't the next month yet. And I said, oh God, now I'm in trouble. So I quickly ordered my 30-day. And then in 4 years with this other company, my husband would not get on board. Non-supportive, wouldn't try anything that I was doing. And he looked at me and he said, I think I need to do what you're doing. And I said, no, really? So I waited a week to see if he had lost his mind. And I ordered his pack, and yet today is his 1 week, and he lost 10 pounds in 1 week. And he's not starving, and he didn't give up beer. And, I mean, baby steps, right, with those husbands. But I have to tell you that, so I feel like I'm pretty good on sharing in different ways, face-to-face, on social media, different things like that. But really, I'm just sharing me. I'm not really sharing a product. I'm sharing my life because I think that people connect better that way. And that's really, what my life goal is to connect with people. So I guess that's my story. So I lost 20 pounds total in 5 weeks. I went shopping yesterday, and I was 2 sizes down. Granted, I'm only 5'1". I'm at my college weight, which is pretty amazing to me after gaining 50 pounds 5 times with 5 pregnancies. So I'm really excited to see where this goes and to see how I'm feeling.
Well, Sheila, you did a phenomenal job. Great job. I will tell you, for compliance sakes, ladies and gentlemen.
I got some other stuff going on.
I got somebody here.
Hold on.
Fix that, okay. There we go. Got that taken care of. For compliance sake, Sheila's new, and I didn't get a chance to coach her today because she was working right up until before this call. We don't like to share the amount of weight we lost in the time frame because it sets expectations that some people might not meet. It's different for all of us. So Sheila, you're doing a phenomenal job, and not to worry about that. It's kind of a train tip for everybody. Just when you're talking about your weight loss, just don't mention the amount of time. If you want to show a before and after picture and you can tell them the amount of time, it's just you don't want to put the two together because it could set false expectations for somebody because we're all different. It's like you said about your husband and how much he lost so quick. Unfortunately for you ladies, it's just not fair. It's just the way God wired us. The men tend to lose faster than the women, but the women love losing those dress sizes. So we got 2 more phenomenal stories, and I just want everybody to sit back and take a breath here because it's about to get real. These next 2 stories are going to really touch your heart. All 3 have been great so far, but these next 2, literally, I got my tissue ready because these ladies have had some major transformations with the Isagenix products. We don't heal, cure, anything like that, but wait till you hear these stories. Habiba is a brand new crystal manager. And so for those of you that have been around Isagenix for a while, you realize these are beginner ranks. These people are just getting started, but these are your future superstars. And I've been the #1 incomer with 4 different companies in my career in network marketing. One thing I'm really, really good at is identifying talent. And these 5 ladies all have what it takes to be ISA millionaires. So Habiba, I'm going to turn this over to you. Take your time. And like you did today with me, just share from your heart. You're going to do awesome.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chuck, for the opportunity to share, first of all, and for your leadership. My name's Habiba Murray, and you guys can call me BB. I know it gets a little confusing sometimes. It gets all chopped, but it's okay. My background is actually quite varied. I started off with a undergrad focus on pre-med and art because my desire was to go into medical illustration. I say that only to say that I've always been really excited and interested in natural health care and in healthcare in general, people's well-being, may it be physically, mentally, emotionally, and we all know here that it's all tied in. Then I went on to go into corporate America IT. I actually put myself through school in the evening, and I had been diagnosed at the age of about 18 or 19 with a very severe degenerative disorder that they said would eventually have me completely unable to move or functional. So with that knowledge, of course, being type A, I said, nah, that's not going to happen. But just in case, I'm going to overdo it. I'm going to work full time. I'm going to go to school in the evening. And if in fact this happens where I'm not able to function at the level that I would like to, then at least I can fall back on something. Well, unfortunately, after going through IT for years and trying to eventually build up my education levels, it caught up with me. And I became completely disabled to the point where I was bedridden for 6 months, and unfortunately not having, a family base or anyone to lean back on. That was very, very scary. I was afraid of being homeless, and obviously anyone would in that situation. If you don't have your health, you don't have much. So I eventually, got well enough to think of what can I do next. So I went to school for integrative medicine, and I simultaneously had a family, a young daughter, and I was determined to make this happen. But unfortunately, about with a year and a half left, including just my internships, I again became very ill. I pushed it way too much, and I wasn't able to continue on. So with that, I said, okay, let me deal with this flare up. The next thing that happened was I was currently, this is the case as well. I have a couple of online businesses. Being in California, multiple income streams is almost necessary. The cost of living is quite high. So I'm still, currently running a couple of businesses. And then out of the blue, an old family friend named Stephen Cunningham approached me with something that he had become privy to, and it was health and wellness related. However, I was skeptical because over the years, in an effort to help myself, I had tried numerous products, and having a little bit of knowledge from what I had experience in medical school, nothing really ever added up. However, when I looked into Isagenix and I went and watched some of the doctors speak, the nutritionists speak, all the science added up, which was extremely comforting for me. I said, okay, let me give this a shot. I went for it, and all I can say is that was about 3 months ago. 2 months ago, actually 2 weeks ago, I was at my doctor's office, and we were able to throw away half of my Western meds, which for me is a big deal. I went to school for natural medicine. I don't like chemical medicine. We all know that builds up. However, Isagenix has literally a line to cover every single facet of what gives you good health. That was exciting. The last thing I'm going to share with you guys is this. I was hesitant of any type of network marketing because I had a negative experience in the past. So I was completely sold on the product. However, I started noticing that just because I was sharing with people and they were seeing the transformation in me and the weight I had lost, which was a side effect, by the way, I wasn't trying to, and how much more lively I was and the energy I had. And they're like, what are you doing? I started having money appear in my back office. It was phenomenal. And actually to this day, I've literally put my other 2 businesses, which I run, on hold, a bit on the back burner, because Isagenix is definitely it, and the compensation plan is phenomenal. So thanks for letting me share.
Habiba, just recently the company came out with a reset.
Yes.
And you worked really hard, and you became a crystal manager, and that was like a $500 bonus, $250 right away and $250 later. Your reaction to that was pretty profound to me when you were sharing with me earlier. Would you mind sharing with everybody just how much hope that gave you?
I absolutely will. I was so excited with the compensation plan that I decided to run for these crystal resets. I actually didn't get much sleep. I was putting my health in jeopardy a bit, but I was determined to meet these goals. I've always been type A. I didn't think it was going to happen. Come Sunday evening, I believe, what was that, Chuck, March 30th or so. I'm like, I need one more person that said they were going to sign up, and let's see if they're really interested and want to go for it. And all I know is I didn't think it would happen. When it finally happened, mind you, it wasn't by me. There was a phenomenal team of upline sponsors, executives here that help us every step of the way. When that finally happened, I don't even know where the tears came from. I broke down crying because it gave me hope that there was actually something finally that could financially help me support myself and my daughter so that we could be stable, have a roof over our head, and actually beyond that, go above and beyond to be able to meet the goals I'd set for myself when I was healthy. So that was pretty profound for me. I literally was bawling, and I don't cry much. So that's the story.
You got a very sweet personality. You're going to do awesome in this business. You need to listen to Deanna Fulchek's testimony sometime and hear where she came from and where she is today. She's one of the ISA millionaires, one of my favorites. You remind me a lot of her and your stick-to-itiveness and your grit. Now I want to take you, I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint for just a minute before I introduce this next speaker. And I got to get a better picture of you, Allison, but it's a little fuzzy, but it's the best I had. But Allison just recently completed her first ISA Body Challenge. And Allison has a phenomenal story. And I believe, personally, this is just me, I'm not a judge, but I believe she has a real shot at being a finalist in this next round at the ISA Body Challenge. So, Allison, please share your story with us.
Hi, everyone, and thank you so much, Chuck. It's a wonderful opportunity to share and hear all of your testimonies. I will put a disclaimer for myself. I'm not a very eloquent speaker, so I'm actually going to read with passion my ISA Body Challenge essay. I'm sorry if I might tear up as well. So when it comes to an ideal image of Asian women, the first thing on people's mind is not going to be curvy and voluptuous. There is a high emphasis on being thin as the standard being in my culture. The ideal weight, regardless of the height, is approximately 110 pounds and clothes size between 0 through 4. Korean American woman, I didn't obviously fit that archetype, and it didn't measure up. What hurt me the most was that I was ridiculed by my own family members and relatives. This brought down extremely my self-esteem and confidence. I truly began to believe that I was obese and unattractive. I belonged to various gyms, tried many different products outdoors, and as a teenager, well into adult years. My weight and my body size seemed to have plateaued regardless of all the things that I was trying. And I even developed an inferiority complex that I was never going to be pretty enough, and it affected me deep inside. I relocated from New Jersey to California in 2013 and worked for a mobile app startup company as the head of HR supporting various time zones. It was really hard for me to adjust to such volatile working conditions. I became stressed, depressed, and unhealthy eating habits became a normal thing. I didn't work out regularly, and I couldn't sleep even though I was extremely fatigued. I had many restless nights. When I went for an annual health checkup, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. This explained the symptoms of fatigue, depression, puffy face, brain fog, and sudden weight gain. Then I even started a larger company with longer hours for another year and a half. I was struggling internally, and my body wasn't going to put up with it anymore. At this point, my doctor advised me that my health was declining with high blood pressure and even prescribed a higher dosage of hypertension. She encouraged me to quit my job and to take time off to get healthy, or else I was headed for a heart attack or stroke. This was the moment of truth. I needed to make a serious change of my life. Then I was introduced to Isagenix by my church friend who was actually on the call, Jasmine Kim. And she helped me enroll along with Chuck Williams in the ISA Body Challenge while attending NYKO 2018. I thank you guys for this. As the weight started to come off, I started to feel better about myself. It made me feel great that I was able to fit once again into what I used to wear. It gave me hope as a woman that I could achieve healthy lifestyle goals. I never ever imagined that these products would actually work, transform my body, and help me regain higher self-esteem. Right now, I am working towards being a healthy and fit person more than just being another skinny Asian woman. I'm hoping that these products can be a tool for other women like me to transform their body and life, to feel great about being who they are as a person, and also to be a better person who they can be, to do all the things they were made to be. In fact, my doctor was so impressed with my transformation that she is now an Isagenix Products consumer herself. And even she started referring patients that have now become my customers. I am very thankful for the Isagenix community. I really realized that this company really helps motivate one to not only better themselves physically, but spiritually and financially as well. And you heard the testimonies of other women here on the call. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now too. In fact, I just met with another person who have seen my transformation and is wondering, what is it that you've been doing? And so what I'm doing right now is planting seeds and helping people achieve healthy goals as they continue to live their life and do what they want to do. Thank you.
Allison, I love your story when you went in to see your doctor this last time and the doctor was like, Allison, is that you? And she was sincerely like, that doesn't even look like you. Can you kind of share that experience with me real quick, and then I'll take it back and we'll wrap up.
Sure. Yeah, so I went for my doctor's visit and she was floored at my charts. Believe how much weight I lost in such a short period of time. I've actually lost now up to 30 pounds. And she actually had to check my record, sure that I was in fact Allison Choi. And she gave me a hug and she in fact said, I want to go bicycle riding with you. And so this is the kind of thing that these products are doing. Actually, if you guys saw me riding a bicycle, I couldn't even put two of my feet on the pedal. I actually would fall off. But now I'm riding 30 plus every other week. And I'm actually in awe of what the confidence and just even the physical exercises that I'm able to do.
Allison, last thing, are you excited about the potential of the company expanding to Korea?
Yes. In fact, my relatives in Korea are very, very excited about these innovative products. They're actually Amway customers, and they're actually Herbalife customers, but they actually had viewed these products that was presented by Kwang Soo, and they're actually in anticipation waiting for these products to enter into Korea.
Yeah, we should be getting an official announcement from corporate soon about that. So very excited about all these ladies. What great jobs tonight. And I want to thank all of you for sharing your stories. We'll wrap up with a couple quick things. Let me share my screen again. You heard Sheila talk about the 9-day pack she bought and how quickly she ran out of product and she had to reorder. And I had a guy one time, he ordered a 30-day system because that's what I recommended to him. And he went home and he looked up this value pack and he got mad at me. He's like, Chuck, this value pack has everything I want. You suggested I get the 30-day system, so I did. Now I had to go back and buy all this other stuff that I wanted, and it cost me more. Had I bought the value pack right away, it would have been a better deal. So now what I do is I let every consumer make up their own mind. So as a guest on the call today, that's what I want to let you do. Get back with the person who invites you. We have what's called an ultimate pack. We'll talk more about that on the call tomorrow night. That's really for people to come in this and see this as a business. The ultimate pack is by far the best pack if you're doing this as a business and you want to have a little bit of all the product, you want to play supply for yourself and your little sampling. The ultimate pack is by far the best one. The best one for customers, in my opinion, is the value pack, the one I'm showing you on the screen right now. The value pack has the 30-day weight loss system in it, so you got the whole month supply of shakes and cleanse, but it also comes with snacks and greens and all kinds of stuff to help you have the absolute best experience. One of my favorite things in there is the e-shots and the ice delights. Just, this is an amazing pack. It also includes a $25 coupon for your next order. It includes a $75 coupon for a future corporate event. It includes 2 free enrollment codes. So the small $39 membership that we pay annually to be a wholesale member, you've got 2 of those free enrollment codes that you can give away and help a couple new customers get started, which in turn pays you some referral money, which I'll explain as we close right now. But get back with the person who invites you. Find the pack that's best for you. You tell them what your goals are. You tell them what you want to accomplish, and they will help you understand the differences between the different packs. I will tell you this. after a year now of being involved with Isagenix, hardly anybody I talk to does less than the value pack because I know the value that's packed in here. The company puts so much value in the value pack that they wanted people to get the value pack. They really do. They stack the deck for the value pack. So if you do your homework, you will find that it is the absolute best value for your money. And if you're worried about not liking something, the company is so unbelievably good when it comes to customer service. If you don't like something, you simply return it, exchange it. They will take care of you. They want you to be happy, and so do we. We want you to have a good experience. So let's talk about what all 5 of these ladies have already realized as consumers. Some of them came in solely as consumers, but they realized the results they were given they could share with other people, and we have what's called you share, they share. I'm going to wrap up with this real quick. There are calls where we explain this in detail, but I do want you to know, as you're listening to this call, you can get your products paid for simply by referring other people to Isagenix. And they get the same great products, the same great guarantee, the same great wholesale price that you do, simply becoming a preferred member. When you sign up a new customer and they buy one of our packs from the 30-day system, which we call the basic system, the value pack, or the ultimate pack, you're going to earn $25, $100, or $150. So when you sign up, let's say 2 new customers and they both buy value packs, you're going to earn $200 in referral money right there, right then. If you do those 2 in the same week, the company rewards you for that and doubles your bonus. We call it double product reduction bonus. So your $200 just became $400, and you've basically just about paid for your entire value pack simply by referring 2 others that get a value pack also. Now, this announcement right here is only good for about 6 more days, but I want to make sure you know about it because you want to let every customer you know, every associate you have, and the only difference between a customer and associate is a customer that goes in their back office, they click on this big purple box that says become an associate, and they sign up to become an associate. Therefore, instead of getting a product reductions in vouchers as a customer, they get a product reduction in cash or on a debit card as an associate. And so what you want to do is help your customer become an associate for free and then help them get 2 customers to where they become a consultant and they get a $50 rank advancement bonus. But from now till May 27th, those same people can double that and earn $100 for that consultant bonus. So Sheila, after the call or tomorrow, I want to talk to you about going out to your 13 members, showing them how they can become an associate or how they can get 2 members and they can get a $100 consultant rank advancement bonus. Now, if you're watching this recording after May 27th, if it's May 28th or after 2018, then it's going to be the normal $50 rank advancement when you help 2 people get started. This next part, though, doesn't change. When you have added those up, that's $500 as of now. But when you help one of your people become an associate and then become a consultant, the company pays you what's called a consultant development bonus. It's $100. So when you became a consultant, the person enrolled you got a $100 bonus for helping you. When you help one of your people become a consultant, you get a $100 bonus for helping them. Now that applies to your first 20 people that you help become a consultant. So literally, Isagenix is sitting there with $2,000 just waiting to give to you for helping 20 people become consultants. So in this example right here, you help your 2 people get 2. We call it you share, they share. You're up to $700 now. Now you've completely paid for your value pack and pretty much of your first month's reorder. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned a couple of those ladies were crystal managers. That means they did it within 60 days of becoming an associate. If you become a manager, which simply means you help 2 consultants, you help 2 people become consultants in your first 60 days. If you become an associate, you're what's called a crystal manager, and you get a $250 bonus on top of all the other bonuses we've been talking about. You add all those up, and it's normally $900. For this week, it's $950 because you get that double in the consultant rank advancement bonus. But $900 in commissions. Now, that literally completely pays for your value pack if that's what you came in with. And it should completely pay for your first month replenishment order, depending on how much product you want to get. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have just seen an incredible opportunity here. You just got to find out when you want to get your results and then go for it. Get back with the person who invites you. They'll help you set up your account. They'll help you place your order, and we will help you have good success. That's what Isagenix is all about, is helping each other achieve desired results. Now, a couple of announcements here. I want to let you know that we are on the best team in the Isagenix world. There's a lot of good teams out there, but I unashamedly tell you we're on the best. It's the Cepeda team. Herm and Patty Cepeda have laid the groundwork for people to be extremely successful. the proof is in the results. And so you go to besetfreelife.com once you become an Isagenix customer. besetfreelife.com. Got a couple people unmuted here, so down, doggy, down. Okay. Go to besetfreelife.com once you're a member, and you can register on this site for free, and then you get access to all of Cepeda's information. In addition to our Monday night calls, we have a Wednesday night Zoom call, same time, same ID number. On that call, Wednesday night, we have the famous Susan Miller will be presenting. I promise you, I'll be working the next 48 hours to get as many people on that Zoom call as I can, because she's going to be talking about this from a business perspective and how really the business component of Isagenix has really become a product. It is a financial freedom tool. You don't want to miss Wednesday night. Tomorrow morning on the Cepeda morning call, if you are an associate, you get access to these morning calls Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, we have Dr. Tony, who developed the Isagenix greens and the fruits. He's going to be the guest speaker on tomorrow's call. You don't want to miss it. Get with the person who invites you. They can help you get set up to be on that call. It is going to be awesome. Last but not least, there are two big events coming up. You've got Celebration. I was just on a webinar this week, and I heard Kathy Coover announce that it's just about sold out. So if you haven't gone into your back office of Isagenix yet and bought your tickets to Celebration in Nashville, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be the biggest and best event that Isagenix has ever had. They're expecting 16 to 17,000 people. It will be unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss it. So seriously, tonight, go into your back office, get one of the remaining tickets to that event. If you bought a value pack, use your coupon and save $75 on that event. It's one of the benefits of getting the value pack. And then last but not least is Express University. Again, this event's going to sell out too. It's late October. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Of all the events I've been to throughout my network marketing career, I will tell you, Express University stands head and shoulders above all the rest. It's Herb and Patty Cepeda's team event, and it has their personality and heart in it, and it shows you, here's people that don't need to do this. They do it because they want you to have freedom too. They want you to experience the freedom that they have enjoyed. And so at their event, they've got the top speakers and trainers in the world of Isagenix on their team mostly, but some outside their team. They'll be training you. You don't want to miss either Celebration or Express University if you're looking at this from a business perspective. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight was basically a product call. I hope you enjoyed all the testimonies. We'll see you Wednesday night for the business presentation, and we hope you'll come join us. God bless you, and thank you to our 5 phenomenal ladies who spoke tonight. God bless you, everybody.